Shalom, shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this Devil platform with another short message. I will say this is a day in which the Most High Yah has made, and I, Sister Deborah, shall rest therein. Just coming today with a very short message, but I'm going to come back later with what the Most High revealed to me in the water this morning when I was in the tub. He revealed some things to me, and the things that he's showing me and revealing to me is things that he has kept from me. You know, he's given me a, how would I say, a touch of it, but he never revealed things to the full capacity of what he's doing today in these day and times and in these last days. And I think that is really awesome. Here I am. I stay and reside in my comfort zone way south of Missouri. And I came way North County of Missouri to my children's home because there was an inspection done on the house. But here is the part that I came to. I decided to come out to. I don't know if you can see it from here. I don't know if you can see it from here. I hope that you can. It's beautiful. Okay. I wanted to come here because I knew that the lighting and the scenery and everything is what I'm feeling right now. I got me something to drink here because I'm pretty thirsty. And another thing, my daughter took my wrap out of my truck, and somewhere or another, guess what? I have a hood. So I'm gonna cover up this part. Okay. So even though it's hot out here, that's all right. I'm coming to you with a very short message to say that there is a great gathering amongst people. A lot of, I would call, strangers. They are strangers to me because they are not a part of the house of Israel. So they are considered strangers to me. And they're doing a lot of marching, and the news is all over. Is CNN, NBC, all of them is taking a lot of views of the strangers. They're mixed in with some of the house of Israel, walking, in a sense, marching. And I want you all to understand, don't get too detached to what you're seeing. Everything that you're seeing is not what it appears. Okay. You don't know really what is actually going on that require a people to come out in great numbers to find this time that's taking place to stand for something that they want to stand for and they want to march for. The reason why I say that is because you have to understand what has been going on in the country, in the world. It's not something that just started in the year 2020. So therefore, if the strangers wanted to march, they should have marched long ago, because this has been going on for a mighty long time. Let's say 400 years. Okay. So therefore, what you're seeing is not what you're seeing. Okay. It's what it want you to think that you're seeing, because on one hand, they're showing the strangers marching alongside with some of the tribe of Judah and others, but then you see them constantly showing in different snaps of we as the house of Judah, and also the strangers breaking out windows, setting stuff on fire, stealing items. So to me, that's a mixed message. So that's why I come to you. Everything that you see is not what you actually see, and you're seeing it in your natural. You have to be able to tune in those who can see beyond that natural, because we all are natural. We all have a flesh that sees things according to where we have the ability to see. But the Father in heavens, Yahuwah, has given, there are many that he has given a gift to see beyond seeing. That means when you see something, you can see beyond what it really stands for or what is really going on. So I'm saying to you all, don't get out there and think that what you're seeing is really what you're seeing. It's not. So what it appeared, it's not. It's there to kind of throw you off for right now. And then you're going to also, I want to share with you all something that I know many of you are not aware of. There is, when he said in Matthew 24 about nation against nation, ruler against ruler, that nation against nation mean a people in a people. That means you're going to see the white supremacists fighting the Europeans. You see, in America, you see what I'm saying? They're going to fight their own nation. You can't look for us to do what we've been doing all along. Even the Most High will even show you, if you will suffer him to take you and teach you through his Ruach. He'll show in the beginning of time, we have always did what you see us doing today. And for that reason, that's why we're where we're at today. See, a lot of times we want to paint the picture as if we are all that and some, because we are an apple of the Creator's eyes and we are his children. But I want you all to try to take out time to really understand that and see the deepness of his love for you, in spite of the things that we continue to do. Like he was telling me earlier this morning around about, I said 11:15, when I was driving from south to come to north, he was saying, in spite of what they do, Deborah, I still love them. They are still my people. You see what I'm saying? So with me as a person that's spiritual and then flesh, I would say, when Father, but how long? I mean, what is it that they can do that can separate, that love that you have for them? He told me nothing, because he said his love for them was before the foundation of the world. He chose them. It wasn't when Abraham and Isaac and Jacob came on the scene and now your seed. We don't understand this seed come from the heavens, not from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They're carrying the seed. You notice you don't see seeds with an S, because it's not a natural thing. It's not a bloodline thing. It's not a fleshly thing. It's not a kinfolk's thing. It's a spiritual thing. And this seed comes from the heaven, and it's only one of it, because the power of what it represents is Yah and him only. So we, in this day and time, he wants you to know right now to don't look at the picture as if it is a healing process. Look at it as if it is something that's behind the picture. Always. Now we're about to step into a whole bunch of things that's going to go on. It's going to take place. And a lot of those people who are marching, yes, they are white supremacists, KKK, skinheads, because the elites then signed them to come up out of the ground. When I say come up out of the ground, that means they're to come up out of hiding, come out to the forefront. And they're out there. They're mixed up with other strangers of their own nation, but also with the nation of Israel. I would say the tribe of Judah. So don't get confused in what you're seeing, because they're really, it's a lot of them around. It's really looking to see what is our next step in this here march. What are we going to do after this? Many are also doing things just as that cop did. He took his life in front of everybody and looked straight into the camera as if, so what? They're showing you that they're marching. What are you marching for? I don't want you to march for me. I don't want you to march for George until you understand what you're marching for. And it is a sacrifice to stand for righteousness and justice. A lot of that gender is not on the people's heart. What's on their heart is the system that they so used to be in their way has had them in captivity, just as they have had us for 400 years. So because they have gotten a taste of what we have been in for 400 years and our ancestors, now they're trying to feel us. You can't feel us. You can't feel us. You never will feel us. Because we are a people that are called by Yahuwah's name. We are the apple of a creator's eye. Just imagine him having an eye, and we are the apple of it. So therefore, no, many of these people that are marching is really marching against the system, and the system that has put them in captivity in the last 2 or 3 months. So I want you to understand, don't estimate what you see. It's what you see. Don't get caught up as, oh, they united or they coming together. It's not biblical. It's not coming out of the mouth of Yeshua HaMashiach, nor is it coming out of the mouth of Yah. It's coming out of the mouth of man, but you got to watch that. You see, you got to dissect that, because that's where the error rests. So when you see these pictures that the elites underground is trying to show the world is, oh, the white people are gathering together, marching for the rights of black people and police brutality. I'm the prophet in the wilderness. I can see behind that, in front of it, and all around it. They're marching because they have been in captivity. And really they have in the last 2.5 months or 3. Because their system that's coming to get them in a one world system has already begun. And they don't like that feeling. So when you thinking they marching because of George, and you thinking they marching because of what's actually going on, you better wake up and understand. And you don't even have to wake up, because it's only for he that has an ear to hear. He that is not working in the flesh, but waking up in the spirit. Because if you're not awakened in the spirit, being awakened in the natural is vain and vexed. Because it's not the things that's in the natural that's going to warn you and let you know what's what. It's the things which rest in the spirit. So therefore, we have to find who we are in the spirit. So when these things come upon us in the natural, we can discern it in the spirit. Because Yah ain't coming to us in our flesh. He's coming to us in our spirit. And he that endure until the end shall be saved, because he gonna be in practice that spiritual discerning. He gonna be in had the spirit of the Most High abiding in his spirit. He's gonna be abiding in Yah, and Yah gonna be abiding in him. How? Through your spirit. So it's high time that you connect to your spirit, man. If you ever try to figure out, well, what is my spirit? Everybody says souls. Everybody said this. But Sister Deborah telling you, don't nothing matter, nothing outweigh spirit. So if you have a flesh, which you know that you have a spirit, go back to Gospel of John. Read chapter 1, verse 4, 5, 7, and 9. And you'll see that L-I-G-H-T, light, that the Most High said in heavens, my plans was a light unto man. See, he gave you a light, okay? That light came in your flesh, okay? And that's why if you continue to read in John, the Gospel of John, you see a capital light. That capital light is Christ, that's going to come to cause you to understand the light that's already been put in you before the foundation of the world. Not before before the foundation of the world, but in you in the beginning when you came into the world. You had a light, because that light is what's supposed to direct you to the light of Christ, which is the capital light. Once Christ come to fulfill, he said, I ain't got time for your laws. I ain't got time for your prophet. I come to fulfill. What is that fulfilling? You remember in Psalms, it says, I prepare a table before you in the presence of your enemy. I shall anoint your head with oil, and your cup shall overflow. Surely good and mercy shall follow you all the days of your life. Well, what is that cup you're going to pour that oil in? And why is it going to overflow? Because it's going to send you on a woke spiritual. In your flesh, there's no returning to what is unrighteous, because you've been overflowing with the oil over your head that Christ come to pour in your spirit. So you now walking in light, but yet you are in spirit. And I don't care, in flesh, even though you in flesh, that flesh is going to walk with that spirit overflowing in the oil that Christ has put in you. That's the overflow where he said, I come to fulfill. Meaning the petty things they talking about on these platforms and all this monkey mess they talking don't mean nothing. They ain't directing you to the spiritual walk. that's going to take you through this journey that we are in, and on, so you can go out and tell these young men really the truth. Just because they precept and sounding like it's getting to you, it's getting to your flesh, but it does nothing for your spirit. The part that y'all want to get in, the part that y'all want to invest in, that's the part we need to be worried about. Because in Psalms 23, he said, and my cup overflow. Surely good and mercy shall follow me. Some of the days of your life? No, all the days of my life. Because now Christ have stepped in and he did what he said he come to do. He come to fulfill your lamp with oil that you may overflow. And overflow means I don't care what you do in the flesh from that day on. The Father in heaven said, I shall hold you blameless. You can do whatever you want to do, Deborah. But I'm going to hold you blameless. Because when I see you in glory, your oil in your lamp going to be still overflowing. That means it ain't nothing that you ain't going to be able to conquer. Because people talk about the laws. People talking about the commandments and the statutes. They don't even understand that all that Christ, the Hamashiach, was coming to fulfill. That was all y'all's law that he was coming to fulfill in you, that you may uphold it in righteousness and justice. See, we can't uphold it in our flesh, and he know we can. But he sent that light, that capital light in the Gospel of John chapter 1. So he may fulfill that light in us that has gone out, because our flesh never gave our spirit a chance to even be comprehend, to even let us know we got the spirit of Yah in us. So therefore, Christ come to fulfill that. I tell you what, send Christ down. Send him down. Yeah, he told the Hebrew Israelites, look, I ain't come for y'all laws. I ain't come for y'all prophets. That's not what I'm coming to rumble with. I'm coming to fulfill these lamps with the oil. So they would never fail the Most High Yah. Because the oil is in them. The oil is in them. See, what they don't understand come judgment, it's not going to be so much as that all your sin. Let me tell you all, I want y'all to hear this. Hallelujah. 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 It's not going to be when you stand before the Most High, like one he says going to stand before me and say, I did this, I did that, and I did that. And what did the Most High say? Wait a minute. Deborah, he said, Deborah, I didn't have a problem with what they did. Yeah, they might have fed the poor. They might have visited the hospital. He said, but Deborah, I didn't have no problem with that. What I had a problem with, they used my name and didn't have my all in them. Hallelujah. So even though you calling me by my name, hallelujah, you don't have the oil in which Christ come to fulfill in you. So if you don't have the oil, you didn't keep my commandments. See, you got to have the oil overflowing in your lamp. Like the 10 virgins. One had oil, and 5 had oil, and 5 didn't. What's the deal with that, Deborah? The lamp is that same light I'm talking about. But the light cannot shine without the oil and it being lit. And that's what Christ come to do, to fulfill you with the oil. And then here go Yahuwah said. He said, I tell you what. And after then, I tell you, after you do that and you receive that, guess what? I'm going to hold you blameless. Glory to be. I'm going to behold you blameless. When man said you're not keeping the law, when man said you're not keeping the status, when man said you're not keeping the feast, when man said you're not dressed right, when man said you zip up women, put your own dress on, when man say anything to you, but if your cup is not overflow, good and mercy shall not follow you all the days of your life. So I say unto you out there, don't be deceived. The last words that Yah suffer Yeshua to say unto his disciples, be not deceived. Because this thing that you're seeing now in the media, don't be deceived by what you're seeing. These people are marching, being tired of the government system. They are marching because they have gotten the taste of our captivity. In the last 2 months, they are fed up with the government and putting them in their captivities. Now they want to bust out So they free to do that because they ain't got no job. They ain't got no way to go, nowhere else to go. So now they want to march to send a statement to the White House. Now they want to march to say you've been treating us unfair. So we're gonna march on along with the people who've been in captivity for years, and we're gonna express ourselves. But see, that's where it's unjust. You can't see that, but the prophetic can. That's my calling. That's my purpose. It's to love on the house of Israel and the tribe of Judah, and to judge them where they at, that no man would ever be able to rightly divide them from the love of who Yah is. And I come to you in the short videos that's to share with you. Don't be deceived. Don't be dismayed about what's going on. Don't think it's over, because it ain't over. Hallelujah. Until Yah say that it's over. So Sister Deborah said, I'm going to get off this hill and I'm going to go on and keep going on. And I'll be back again. Shalom. Shalom.